In Genesis 6, the world is described as being full of corruption, cruelty, and immorality. God sees the wickedness of humankind and decides to intervene. Amid this chaos, God chooses Noah, a righteous man, blameless among the people of his time, to save the planet through the coming flood. From a political perspective, this story highlights the importance of righteousness in times of crisis. Just as Noah was chosen by God to preserve life during a catastrophic event, modern leaders are called to act with integrity, especially when society is in turmoil. In times of political instability or national crisis, ethical leadership becomes crucial. Like Noah, today's leaders must rise above the pressures of corruption and prioritize justice, fairness, and the well-being of all people, not just the elite or powerful. Noah's story reminds us that the character of our leaders can shape the future of a nation. Genesis 6 also paints a vivid picture of the breakdown of social order. Cruelty, corruption, and exploitation run rampant, and God's judgment is a response to humanity's refusal to correct these injustices. This story serves as a powerful warning about the consequences of unchecked corruption and inequality. Just like the world Noah lived in, our world today faces similar issues: social unrest, corruption, and systemic cruelty. The message from Genesis 6 is clear. When justice is ignored and corruption goes unchecked, society starts to unravel. Social justice isn't just a modern issue, it's at the heart of this story. Leaders, institutions, and governments must address inequality and work toward justice for all, especially the marginalized. As we saw in Genesis 6, the lack of social justice can lead to societal collapse, and it's up to each generation to ensure that society is protected. Another key aspect of Genesis 6 is the environmental message. God's judgment on the earth is not only a response to human wrongdoing, but also to the destruction of the planet caused by humanity's actions. The flood is a symbolic reminder of our responsibility to care for the earth. Genesis 6 shows us that environmental stewardship isn't just a modern concern, it's something God cared deeply about. The earth suffered because of human cruelty and corruption. Today, we face similar challenges with climate change, pollution, and habitat destruction. We're called to be good stewards of the earth, just like Noah was tasked with preserving life during the flood. Caring for the environment isn't optional, it's a responsibility. The choices we make today will determine the health of the planet for future generations. From an economic standpoint, Genesis 6 offers lessons on resource management and emergency preparedness. Noah didn't wait until the flood was on the doorstep to start planning. He was instructed by God to gather resources and plan ahead. This foresight allowed Noah and his family to survive the flood and preserve life. Just like Noah, we need to think ahead. In business and personal finance, long-term planning and resource allocation are key. Noah's careful preparation is a reminder that we should always be thinking about how we can handle future crises, whether it's an economic downturn, a natural disaster, or an unexpected event. Financial planning isn't just about the present, it's about preparing for the unexpected. Like Noah, we need to think ahead, set long-term goals, and make sure we have the resources we need when hard times come. Noah's story is a call for integrity in all we do. In today's business world, this means treating people fairly and making decisions that benefit not just ourselves, but society at large. Whether in business, government, or personal finance, ethical practices lead to long-term success. Noah's story teaches us that success isn't just about how much you achieve. It's about doing things the right way, even when no one's watching. The lessons in Genesis 6 are clear. We need leaders who prioritize social justice, resource management for future crises, environmental responsibility, and ethical behavior in all aspects of life. The story of Noah is more than just an ancient tale. It's a blueprint for how we can navigate the challenges of our own time with wisdom, integrity, and foresight. If we apply these timeless principles, we can build a future that's sustainable and just.